everyone, today I think I've got something really exciting for you because we're going to be taking a look at all the ways that we can get as many features and objects from The Sims 4 Paranormal Stuff into The Sims 2. The Sims 2 modding community is really active, so I'm sure there's more to come than what we're looking at today, but since it's been over a month that the pack has been released, I thought it was a good time to see what's available. We're here with the Goth family because they give me very spooky vibes. Poor Cassandra has just been left at the altar by dawn and it's just turned to night time. The first thing we're going to do is look at all the ways that we can get Bonehilda to join this family. There are 3 different mods that add Bonehilda to The Sims 2, so we're going to be taking a look at all of them so you can decide which one you like best. Now for everything else in this video, I will not be covering the download process, but since this one's a little bit different and there's some really important things you need to know, I will just be quickly going through it. So to download this version of Bonehilda that makes her a custom server, you need to go to this website and all links will be in the video description. Scroll down to download, and when you come to this page, it's very likely that the download won't work for you. It will say your download is in process and it will never actually download. So here's what you need to do to fix that. You go to the web address at the top and you replace the 3 W's with app. So it's now app.box.net and press enter. Now you'll get to this page where the download will work. To install this mod, I highly recommend you use this tool called the Sims 2 Pack Clean Installer. So once you've installed that tool and when you've downloaded the mod file, just put it on your desktop and open it with the Sims 2 Pack Clean Installer. Now this is really important because you must untick this file before you install it. This is a bad file. It goes by some other names and it's a commonly known file for causing problems. It's not only in this mod, there's other places you can get it. And the most well-known sign of you having this problematic file in your game is that you can't load the Monty family with Patrizio in it. It breaks Patrizio Monte and you can't load him. So make sure you untick that before you click install. If you don't use the Sims 2 Pack Clean Installer and instead just go with the normal standard way of installing package files, you just need to make sure you then go and delete that file from your downloads folder. So once you've downloaded this first Bonehilda mod, you'll be able to find it in your lot bin in her closet. So what you need to do is place this lot out of your bin into the neighbourhood. And there you go, she's there. We'll take a look at her real quick, but then you can easily take her out of that lot and add her to any family you want. Here she is, and she is a servo. So you'll see that she has the option to power down and recharge, but her power's not bad, so we're going to go back to the neighbourhood and add her to the Goth family. So to add it to another family, you just need to go to your Families tab and click on the Move Families button. Yes. And there she is, she's now in your family bin. So now you can take her and add her to whatever household you like. So we're going to put her in the Goth household. And then there she is. So with this version of Bonehilda, she is a custom server and therefore she should hopefully behave as such. So there we go, we've got the interaction of doing chores, so hopefully she should go around the house doing what she needs to do. Apparently she's going to serve dinner now. I'm not really sure why she's upstairs to do that, but... Oh, she's just putting this toy away first. Thank you for that squeal, Alexander. So she's just tidied up his toys and now she's going to serve a meal for the family. She's cooking up some mac and cheese. And she's cleaning the kitchen. And now she's going to read to Alexander. Oh, how cute. He doesn't seem too bothered though. He's asleep. So she's pretty tired now, so we're going to recharge her. So there we go. Bonehilda's recharging. So with this version, she's a server, but now we're going to look at some other ways of getting Bonehilda in some other forms. So this next Bonehilda mod is actually described as a clean version of the one I've just showed you, but I actually wouldn't describe it as that because it functions differently as far as I can tell, unless I'm being really dumb and missing something, which is definitely possible. But anyway, this thread here by Santa Sanctorium, which is the amazing creator of beautiful skyboxes, but this thread basically describes this dodgy file I was talking about and how it's bad for your game and how it's a bit dodgy, and you can get it from a variety of places, and you just go through some of the well-known cases of it, and one of them is this Bonehilda mod. So like I showed you, you can still use that mod and just don't install that file or delete it from your downloads folder. It doesn't affect how the mod functions, as you can see, but this is a different version of it, which is another way of getting Bonehilda. So as far as I can tell, what this mod does is basically add this custom skin, this custom outfit that you can apply to any sim you're making creators in by going to this choose existing sim and clicking this Bonehilda template and clicking apply, and there she is. And then you can make her a normal sim however you want. You can give her the aspiration you want, you can give her the personality you want, so you can make her super neat to encourage her to do those tasks, make her really nice so she's good with children, whatever you want. And then you can name her Bonehilda, give her whatever surname you want, like Bones, and there you go. Just make her as a sim, and then you can add her to any family and she will behave as a normal sim. Like I showed you, if you make her super neat, hopefully that will encourage her to autonomously do chores and cleaning. So let's add this version of Bonehilda to the Goth family and take a look. So there she is. This is Bonehilda as a normal sim, so she doesn't have all the restrictions of a servo needing to power up. She will have all the normal needs of a sim. She will age, and you can do whatever you want with it just as a regular sim, and you can even woohoo with her, I imagine. This mod uses the same meshes and textures from the previous mod, so she'll look exactly the same in both, but it's up to you whether you want a human version or a servo version. So this last Bonehilda mod is my favourite and what I think is the most immersive and realistic, and it's by Hat Play Sims, and it basically makes the Bonehilda mesh replace the default Spectral Assistant, which is a spell that witches can cast. And this is cool because her appearance will change based on the witch that is casting it. So here I am with Cassandra. I've quickly made her a good witch. I kind of wanted to make her an evil witch to reflect her current state of misery, but the Spectral Assistant is a good witch spell, so I've gone for that, and I've just had her make the reagents for the spell we need. So now I can cast the spell of Appello Cervantes, and this should result in a Spectral Assistant that looks like Bonehilda. And there we go, there she is. Wow, I am so impressed with this. I think this is a really brilliant way to incorporate Bonehilda. And the Spectral Assistant behaves like a 2-in-1 maiden gardener, so she should autonomously go around doing maid and gardener things. She basically behaves like an uncontrollable servo. I'm not sure how long the spell lasts for, actually. So there she is. She's cleaning away Alexander's toys. He seems to love leaving them out. Oh look, he's learnt to put them away himself. And I don't think there's anything else for her to do. The house is pretty clean. So I have just quickly cheated to make Cassandra an evil witch now, and as you can see, her appearance has changed. She's still a Spectral Assistant, but now I believe with her being an evil witch, I think once this timer runs out or we dismiss her, I believe then if she casts this spell of Service Attackum, she'd basically act as a bouncer and ruffle the Sims up for you. And now she's disappeared. So there you have it. There's all the different ways of getting Bonehilda into The Sims 2. It's a real shame that such an iconic NPC didn't make it to the best game in the franchise, but I just think it's so amazing how several different modders have come up with really creative, brilliant ways to get her into the game. So I hope you find one you like. Obviously Bonehilda was the main selling point of Paranormal Stuff, but now let's take a look at some other mods that add in other features, such as Crystal Balls. So I didn't find any mods that added the concept of conducting seances, but I did find 3 really cool mods that add crystal balls to the game in different ways. So this first one is a crystal ball TV. And I think this is really cool because if you're going for like an old-fashioned medieval off the grid type of play style, this is a great way to add some entertainment for your Sims in a more realistic way. Okay, Mortimer's hogging the view. But how cool is this? You can see all the usual channels. You can gain your cooking skill by watching the Yummy channel. So this one is by the 9th Wave, and you can find the link to it in the description along with all the other mods and custom content I'll be showing you. The next one is actually kind of my least favourite. This one is a crystal ball that helps you to find a date, and this basically cuts out the middleman, cuts out the cost of using the Gypsy Matchmaker service. Usually you can go to the phone, click call service, and then on to call the matchmaking service, and then the gypsy will come and you can request her to find a date for you, and you give her whatever amount of money you see fit. I think it's up to like 2,000, 2,500 or something, or 0. It's up to you what you give her, and then based on what you give her she will give you a date. I assume like the more you give her the better the match will be in terms of chemistry, and this basically cuts it out. It's immediate. You don't have to get the matchmaker over. You don't have to go up to the crystal ball. It just brings up this menu. It shows you all the matches that are available, and you can pick the one you want. So let's choose to call Juan Ramon for Cassandra and see if he can fix the broken heart that Dawn left her with. And as you can see, that immediately summoned him next to Cassandra, and she's going to greet him. So let's see, do they have any chemistry? Oh, yeah, 2 balls. So this is a quick and easy way of finding a suitable match for your sim. So if you don't like the Gypsy Matchmaker system, you can give this a go. This mod was on a site called Symbology, which is now down, but all of the files that were on there are uploaded to SimFileShare, so you can find everything you need on there. This last one is one I really like. So you click on it and then you have to invite a seer. Unfortunately, your sim can't seem to do it themselves. You have to summon a seer that will come and do it for you, and then that spawns a gypsy. There you go, and she will come and sit down at the crystal ball, and as you can see, it makes them automatically learn the couples counselling, and then your sim can go and learn relationship skills from them. So this is a way to learn the couples counselling skill, but also other things happen during this. So it seems you do have to pay her for this service, but what is cool is that random things happen during this session that builds the Sims character. So Cassandra is gaining enthusiasm in arts and crafts while having this session, and now she's gained a point of niceness. I guess that will help you do better in relationships if you are able to be nicer to your partner. So it builds character. She gains some personality points.
2 hours later.
And now she's also gained another point of niceness. So this is basically a way that you can pay to learn the couples counselling skill instead of grabbing a book off the bookshelf, and it helps you build character and turn you into a nicer sim, and as well as building your arts and crafts enthusiasm. And there we go, after quite some time she finally learned the couples counselling skill from the seer, as well as gaining 2 points in arts and crafts enthusiasm and 2 points in niceness. So this mod is on Mod The Sims called Lady Valentina and Crystal Balls by Sophie David, and it seems that you can also build interest through doing this. It didn't happen to Cassandra, or at least I didn't get the notification that it did. And increase interest like the paranormal interest, environment interest. Oh, and it looks like you can also study if you're a college student while doing this as well, which is really cool. So the next thing I want to talk about is ghosts. Now, I didn't find anything that kind of imitates the little spirit Pokemon type entities that came with Paranormal Stuff, but I thought we'd look at some ways that make ghosts a little bit more exciting and add some gameplay to them. And the first mod I'd like to talk about to do with ghosts is Similar 90s Better Ghosts. This is quite a big mod that overhauls ghosts. It makes some really important fixes as well as adding some changes and new gameplay. So we're going to be having a look at what we can spot while I give you the TLDR. Now, one of the things this mod does is actually make it so ghosts that died of old age are less likely to become angry. So hopefully we shouldn't see Gretel getting into too much trouble. Another thing this mod does is increase the amount of ghosts that can appear at once from 3 to 5. So with any luck we'll see someone else. We do have 2 ghosts here, Gunther and Cornelia, that did die of fire, so they should get into more mischief than the other 4 that just died of old age. So something this mod does is overhaul the death type behaviour that we see. So certain death types are more likely to get up to different sorts of mischief. For example, ghosts that died from electrocution will always turn on TVs and radios, whereas usually it's only angry ghosts that do that. Ghosts that dies from disease will leave disease markers that makes it so that Sims will be able to get sick. Ghosts that died from a lightning strike can strike other Sims on the lot, but the chance is low. Ghosts that die from fire can set objects or Sims on fire, and I actually witnessed this in the Cap family in Veronaville, where Consort's wife decided to set him on fire. That was terrifying, and I now usually move my ghosts to community lots. And that is another thing this mod does. It improves on sending Sims to community lots, so it will be safe and there will be no death type deletion or anything like that. It makes it so that ghosts can properly become angry on community lots, whereas they couldn't before, and that they will properly be able to haunt on community lots. Going back to the death type improvements, I also want to add that satellite ghosts can make it more likely for Sims in a lot that are cloud gazing or stargazing to die from a satellite death. But as well as adding all these scary features, it does actually improve the behaviour of nicer ghosts, like I mentioned. And finally, here we go. It took several nights, but Cornelia has spawned, who was a fire ghost. Oh, yep, and now she just possessed the grave of Simon Crumplebottom, and that was fixed in this mod. There used to be a problem where if ghosts possessed the grave, there was a chance that it could get deleted and that can cause corruption. So that's been fixed, and now it's safe for them to haunt gravestones. So as you can see, Simon's just happily wandering around. He died from old age, he's peaceful. But Cornelia died from a fire and she's getting into much more mischief, possessing things. And here we go. Cornelia has decided to set this chair on fire. She's angry about dying in a fire, so she has gone to cause a fire. Nobody's noticed yet, so this could be really devastating. Yeah, it's really dangerous to keep Sims of a tragic death type on a lot, and they can really cause some devastation, so I prefer to keep them in a cemetery usually, but I really appreciate the added gameplay. And if you don't particularly like the chaos, I still really like this mod for all the fixes that it makes, and the best solution is to make a cemetery community lot where you can move them all there. I can't believe nobody's noticing this fire. She's gonna have destroyed the garden. Maybe she's angry at Dawn. Dawn left Cassandra at the altar, so she's decided to burn the whole wedding thing down. Oh, there we go, they finally noticed. But obviously this could lead to the death of your Sims if you're not careful. And fire ghosts that are angry at a Sim can actually set them on fire or target them to die in the fire. So yeah, it's scary stuff. So since the ghosts at the goth residence were being a bit boring, I thought we'd have better luck at the Spectre household in Strangetown, and I was right. We have 4 ghosts currently, which is more than the usual default of 3. We've got some hauntings going on in the house. Yeah, these ghosts are mad. We all presume that Olive killed these people, so it's what you'd expect. Hopefully they don't take it out on poor Ophelia. But yeah, they are causing some chaos here. By the way, if you like Strangetown, I'm hoping to do my first ever live stream on Twitch soon, and I'm hoping that that's going to be the start of a Let's Play on Strangetown, which I will stream on Twitch in full and then edit down into Let's Play style videos on YouTube. So stay tuned for that. Give me a follow or a subscribe if you're interested in that. Even though I usually move my graves to a community lot, I will not be doing that with Olive. She likes to sit in her garden of roses, as she calls it. So they will be staying here causing chaos. Maybe they might be the death of her before she will die of old age real soon. So the last set of mods I'd like to talk about before we move on to custom content is Playable Ghosts. Now, there's a set of mods I've found that are all to do with Playable Ghosts, so I'll be showing you all in game how they can work together or provide alternatives for one another. So the first is this thread by Midge the Tree that basically makes it so that you can make a ghost from their tombstone, and what this does is it adds the ghost trait to them, and to make that function properly you'll need to grab a couple of things from the traits project. I use all of the traits project myself, I love it, but if you're just interested in that, you just need to grab the Smarter EP check, the Easy Inventory check, and the trait_main from the list of traits. It will make it so that they float and they appear invisible, and that their physical needs don't go down, but their social and fun do go down. Another way to make playable ghosts when the tombstone isn't available is Midge's supernatural transformer, which is what I use to quickly make Cassandra a witch and increase her magic level and change her alignment. Some other more immersive ways to get a playable ghost is on this thread on Medusa's place. She edits Saijon's edit of the Resurrect Onomatron, which is the career board for the paranormal career, but it instead makes it an expensive buyable object, and then you can choose different ways to resurrect Sims but without actually paying the Grim Reaper to do it, and this is you can choose to resurrect as a ghost. And she also added 2 ghost potions to make and cure a ghost. Another mod from Medusa's place makes it so that playable ghosts can haunt. It adds lots more features to playable ghosts so that they can do different things that are more ghostly. And lastly, there's this other set of interactions by Medusa for playable ghosts so that they can use their prank scare interaction. So let's get Mortimer to resurrect his dad as a playable ghost through his tombstone, and there we go, we have him here. He has the aspiration and wants and everything of a normal Sim, but his physical needs won't go down, just these 2, and you can make him do whatever a normal Sim would do, but you can also click on them and choose haunt, and then they will go around haunting things. So now we can make him prank scare Mortimer. So let's check out some other ways of getting a ghost. We can use the resurrect thing to create a playable ghost, and then we can choose who we want to resurrect. So let's try Agnes Crumplebottom.
Oh, my lad, no, cause he do.
And you get a little message from the Grim Reaper that says, "You want a ghost, huh? I'm quite surprised. They usually call me to resurrect a Sim."
Yeah,
And then she'll appear and you can control her as a playable ghost. But this is a little bit more tricky because you have to be able to afford this item, which is quite expensive at 10,000 simoleons. So as you can see, the way it works is the playable ghosts have this ghost trait in their inventory, which makes them appear and behave as such. We can also use Midge's supernatural transformer. As you can see, you can make witches this way, which is what I used for Cassandra, but you can also make ghosts, and you can resurrect somebody, but you can also make your sim a ghost. So I've just made Mortimer appear as an old age ghost, but this doesn't class as them dying, so you can use it as a temporary thing, similar to the way the Saints in Sims 4 Paranormal Stuff works, where your sim can temporarily be a ghost for a little while. You can just use that and revert them back to normal. And lastly, we've got these potions by Medusa that you also have to buy, so that's a little bit more immersive. Drinking Make Ghost will dramatically turn a sim into a ghost. You can't choose the death type with this though. It seems like it just defaults to old age. And then you can drink the cure. Personally, I'm not really into all this supernatural gameplay, but if it's something for you, I hope you've found something within these set of mods that might add some supernatural gameplay for you and make Ghost a little bit more exciting. So we're going to be moving on to custom content now, but just before I do, I just want to quickly mention a way that you can support me and grab the Paranormal Stuff pack if you haven't already, or any other Sims 4 pack, or any other game for that matter. CD Keys is a site where you can buy game codes that is perfectly legit. It often gets wrongly confused with sites like Cheataway or Kingwing that are dodgy. This is perfectly legit. All it does is compare prices worldwide and gets the best price it can find to do with exchange rates and different currencies. So as you can see, Paranormal Stuff bar is about £1 cheaper than it is on Origin, but the Sims 4 stuff is much cheaper that's older. As you can see, you can get expansion packs for just £12, as low as £10 sometimes, and sometimes stuff packs are as little as £7. This one's just £6. Overall, you're just getting much better value for your money. It's perfectly safe. I got in touch with EA support to confirm that it is safe to redeem codes from CD Keys on your Origin library, and it cannot put your game account at risk, and they confirmed it. So if you buy a game or a pack or whatever on CD Keys using my affiliate link, I will get 5% of the commission at no extra cost to you, and that's a really great way to support me. It's just a tad of income that can help me put more time into creating content, which I would really like to do. So check out the links in the description for that. Or if you'd like a chance of winning this stuff pack, you can follow me on Twitter at BellaDeva, where I've recently hit 1,000 subscribers, so I'm doing a giveaway as a thank you for that. So head to Twitter to keep an eye out for that. You'll be able to pick any stuff pack for The Sims 4 or any pack for The Sims 3 and probably any 2 kits for The Sims 4, but you'll be able to find all the information really soon, if not already, on my Twitter. So lastly, let's take a look at some custom content. There's been lots of amazing 4:2 object conversions from Paranormal Stuff pack, so I've just stripped out the Goth family living room. It was hideous anyway, so let's see what we can make with stuff that has been converted from this pack, starting with this gorgeous fireplace. for the Goth family. It's just kind of thrown together, but I think it looks better than it did before. I think they're really high quality. All of these conversions, creators do really well at them. I think they really suit the art style actually. All in all, lots of beautiful high quality content. So to download all the custom content I showed you, the main creator for this is the Ninth Wave Sims. I just typed in Paranormal. All of their conversions are here. Most of them were by the Ninth Wave, and they make really nice high quality stuff. And just to mention, this is the only CAS item I came across, this laid necklace, so that's why I didn't see point in showing you anything in CAS. But anything else that does get released later on will be in this database, which you'll be able to find in the description too. More Popcorn is another creator that took some of the Ninth Wave creations and separated them, so there was more modular swatches that you could choose from, and they also made this matching set. And lastly, this set of paranormal goodies by the Grilled Cheese Aspiration. So that was everything I had to show for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Your support means a lot. As already mentioned, you can give me a follow on Twitter at Belladova or a follow on Twitch, also under the name Belladova, where I'll be starting to live stream Strange Town, so stick around for that. And on here you can expect a video every week, mostly Sims 2 content. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!